Alrighty, this is part two. So that is my deal for Warner Bros. I want to keep repeating. If you want me to purchase rights off the Matrix, you need to follow my terms. These are my terms. The Wachowski sisters have to agree to direct the three movies, which they will. All I have to do is just offer them the deal of a lifetime. I throw them a lot of money. So if you give them a nice 0.1% of profits, which is like $65 million in royalties, and you give them or pay them a rich salary, rich bonuses, and a nice piece of the merch, they'll accept my deal. Okay, Ivan, that's a lot of money. Yeah, they're gonna strike it rich. By the time they film the three movies, they're gonna be like $100 million richer, man. And so I gave them a good deal. Yeah, they signed a massive contract, man. See what I'm saying? They signed a massive deal. Yeah. And you also have to blow them away with your story too. They'll be like, yeah, Ivan, you better have an idea for a good story, man. Like if your story, if you have a shitty story, I don't want to be a part of this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you don't sell this the Wachowski sisters with a good story, they're not gonna want to be on board for 10 years. And don't forget the Wachowski sisters, they want to be saved. There's four reasons why I'll get the Wachowski sisters to come on board, obviously. The first reason, I will sell them on my story. It is a masterpiece of a story. I'll sell them on my story, obviously. The second reason, obviously, they want to be saved. They don't want to be left behind, yes. They saw that kind of crazy buzz for Zanes. They want to experience that buzz for The Matrix. They want to be saved. The third reason, it is an Ivan VJ movie. So it's cool seeing me as the one kicking ass. I have the God gene, obviously. I'm very unique on the screen. And VJ has a God gene too, which is very unique. VJ like trainee, me as the one. You're looking at an amazing story. That's another reason. They want to work for me, obviously. And the fourth reason I offer them, I offer them an unheard amount of money, money that no one would refuse. It's a lot of money. 0.1% for my movie is like what, like 60, 65, $55 million in royalties. A lot of money, man. Millions in your bank. It's a nice deal, yeah. Like, Ivan, that's your story. Okay, Ivan, how much you want to pay us? Okay, and okay, I'm willing to pay you this amount of money. I'll give you 0.1% of profits. And for the third movie, I'll give you 0.2%. Is that good, guys? They're like, holy shit, that's a lot of money. Sign me up, Ivan. I'm on board. I want to tell that story. As long as I'm working for you, I want to be a part of this journey with you, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. And when I go into that room, I'm going to be fully proud. I'm going to bring Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni with me to help me out. So it'll be me, VJ, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni. Jon Favreau will be in there helping me out. So what I'll do is I'm going to go over my notes with Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. That way they can help me out with the meeting, obviously. That way I feel I'm more comfortable. Because you're looking at all these like powerful executives in Hollywood in that room, man. Sitting down with me, obviously. I'm going to have Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni with me. That way I feel a bit more comfortable, obviously, and I'm not nervous. And I pitched them my idea. I have all my notes. I pushed them my idea. They're like, holy shit. All these executives and Warner are all shocked. Like, Ivan, you're looking at a fantastic collection of assets. You know, and saying, yeah, you're looking at something. Hence why they might even try and push for a billion worth of stock on my guys. I'm not going to give you $1 billion worth of stock for assets. You rip me off. You know I can turn that 1 billion into 10 billion easily. I'm not going to let you rip me off, man. Ivan, why don't you give us like $1 billion cash, $1 billion in stock? I'm like, no, guys, it's an all cash deal. I'm not giving you. You're not worth my fucking royalties, guys. I'm not gonna let you do like that, man. As a deal that George Lucas signed with Disney is not all cash. I heard George Lucas sign. I think half was cash, half was stock. Half was cash, half was stock. But the Disney brand is not looking. The Star Wars brand has won. The stock of the Star Wars brand went down, obviously, because the sequels weren't that great, and saying Solo flopped. Yeah, his George Lucas stock is probably not looking too great right now for Star Wars. But he got like half the cash. Obviously, I heard it was like a half cash, half stock deal. Me, if I sold the rights for my company, I would do an all cash deal, money straight to my bank. I wouldn't do a stock deal, man. The stock. What if your brand goes to tanks? Obviously, your stock value goes down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My deal for Warner Bros. Is an all cash deal. I'm not giving you any stocks, man. I'm not gonna just do like that, man. You're not worth my fucking royalties. You're not worth my royalties. I'm not gonna just do like that, man. Yo, Ivan, how much are you gonna make your movies for? Yeah, I'm gonna make my first movie for $660 million. Like $660 million. They're like, Ivan, like you're looking at revolutionizing technology for a Matrix movie. Yeah, man. Like the original Matrix were only made for 60, 80, $100 million. And you're making it for $660 million? I'm like, yeah, $660 million. Like, holy shit. You're looking at unheard of action sequence, unheard of world building for Zion and the Matrix. Yeah. Something Barrett Technology won't even got for the Matrix originals. Some Sarah? And you want to make 3 games, Ivan. Yes, those 3 games based off your movies. Yes, 3 games based off the movies. Just like Path of Neo is based off the movie, obviously. It's the life of Neo from the first movie to the third movie, right? But I'm not going to do something like Path of Neo. No, I'm going to have like a Matrix 4 game, Matrix 5, Matrix 6. The Matrix 4 game follows the story of Matrix 4. The Matrix 5 game follows the story of Matrix 5. The Matrix 6 game follows the story of Matrix 6. But I'm going to add a lot of things in the game to make it more interesting. I'm going to make like long 10 plus hour games. 9 plus 10 plus hour games I'm going to make. So Ivan, you're not going to do a short game. No, I'm going to do long. I'm going to tell the developers, guys, I want long 10 plus hour games. Make it at least 10 hours minimum. That way you give the fan. Don't make some short 4 hour game like Lord of the Rings and Matrix. No, make a nice like 10-hour game. Follow the story, but you can add a lot of things in the game to make it more interesting. Sarah, you can have scenes in Zion. You can have scenes in the Matrix. I'm saying, yeah, stuff like that. Some Sarah. And all the Warner Bros. Execs are all shocked. Like, holy shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Ivan. Like, come on board. We want to hire you as our fucking creative consultant. My guys, I don't need to work for you. I'm bigger than you. I'm not going to do it like that. I am king now. I have my own geese. I don't need your money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why the Yankees want me to sell, because they know how creative I am. Yeah, Ivan's so creative. He has an idea for the Star Wars sequels. Yes, I know. I have an idea for the Star Wars sequels. I have an idea for the Matrix trilogy. I have an idea for my 4 movies. I'm fucking creative. Yeah, man. I know how to tell a good story. Yeah, man. Well, my Matrix story is so good. I believe my Matrix story will even beat out my Star Wars sequel story. The Star Wars sequel story that I'm thinking of would be an amazing movie, obviously, but it wouldn't be as good as the Matrix. The Matrix trilogy, you're looking at a masterpiece, man. You're looking at an amazing story. Yeah. You're looking at an amazing story, yeah, man. And the internet code's here, guys, so you don't have to worry. I will what? I will upload this video and you guys will watch it. All you Niners on my who are sleeping or who struggle sleeping, you know what I'm saying? You guys can watch my video when it gets uploaded. And all you people on the other side of the world, you guys will watch it because you guys are awake right now, right? Yeah. And all the execs in Warner Bros. All the execs at Warner Bros. Are gonna be shocked, like, holy shit, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Like you have everything planned out. You want to make your 3 Unreal Engine 5 technology games? Yes. Unreal Engine 5, Ivan? Yeah. How much money you putting towards games? Yeah, I'm gonna put a good $450+ million towards my games. Something that you guys cannot afford, obviously. The reason why Warner Bros. And Epic Games only released a demo is probably because they couldn't afford to do a full game. To put Unreal Engine technology into a game will cost you north of $200 million. And if you do a game for $200 million, your game has to do at least 900 million plus, 800 million plus to be profitable, man. 850, 900 million to be profitable. And most games will never do that. The Last of Us games did about like 800 million around there in sales. and it was made for 100 million. So 200 million on a game, you got to do like 900, a billion, which most games do not do. Games are tougher to sell than movies. You see what I'm saying? Because they're more. The reason why they're tougher to sell because they're more expensive. Obviously, they're like games are like $70, $80, whereas movies are cheaper. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So Ivan, you want to make Unreal Engine 5 technology? Yes, Unreal Engine 5 technology for my games. Those are something amazing, yeah, man. Unreal Engine 5 technology for my games. Based off each of my 3 movies. And I'm also gonna make the first Matrix movie I'll make for 660. The second one I can make it for 670, and the third one I can make it for 690. I can put a bit more money into each movie. That way you get an unheard of technology for my movie, yeah, man. Have you thought of who you're thinking of for your cast? Yeah, the only person who I have pretty much chosen for the cast is Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan, nah. Yeah, we were thinking of him for young Morpheus as a prequel. I heard those rumors. Yeah, I'm gonna have him be the great grandson of Morpheus and Naomi. They're like, holy shit, Ivan, you're creative. The great grandson of Morpheus and Naomi. I'm like, yeah, the great grandson of Morpheus and Naomi. They're like, holy shit, Ivan, you're creative. Yeah, I can picture Michael B. Jordan. He's a great grandson of Morpheus and Naomi. Yeah, he's a great grandson. So Morpheus and Naomi is his great grandparents. His great grandparents. Yeah. Or you can have them be his grandparents if you want. But 100 years is great, I believe. Great. Morpheus is like, I don't know, 40 years old, and Morpheus is 40 years old in the originals. It's 100 years later. 100 years later, yeah, you're looking at like a good 3 generations, man. Because yeah, Tolkien has great grandsons now, and he was born 150 years ago. Tolkien. So yeah, 100 years I'll either have Michael B. Jordan be Morpheus' great grandson, or his grandson if you want. Because Michael B. Jordan will be in his 40s when I do the Matrix trilogy. He'll be like in his early 40s. So he could pass as Morpheus' grandson if you want. I'll either have him be his grandson or his great grandson's more accurate. Because 100 years is a long time. Have him be his great grandson. Obviously, Morpheus is a great grandson of Michael B. Jordan. Morpheus and Naomi are Michael B. Jordan's great grandparents. And Michael B. Jordan is their great grandson. You see what I'm saying? And he is tasked in finding the new one, who is me, obviously. And VJ is tasked in finding the new and tasked in loving the new one. Just like Trinity was meant to love the new one. You know what I'm saying? But VJ will not be. I'll not have VJ be the one in my movie. No, otherwise it'll ruin the story. The one is only one person. Do not make up something silly like whereby Trinity is the fucking one in Resurrections. No. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, why do you think that? I think the Wachowski did that for like, I don't know. This is my theory. I think the Wachowski sisters did that because they wanted to what? Girl power, right? Because the Wachowski sisters were used to be men, they became women. Obviously, okay. Let's have Trinity be the one to raise girl power awareness or something like that. That might be a reason why they made her the one or something like that. For girl power. You know what I'm saying? Let's give Trinity an opportunity to shine, a woman to shine as a one or something like that. A feminist agenda, right? That could be a reason. I don't know. Or they just wrote a terrible script, yeah. I guarantee you Keanu Reeves, when he read the script, and he found out, I was like, what? Like, Trinity's the one? He's probably laughing, oh my god, this is so stupid. Yeah, it was a terrible movie, man. I'm surprised Robert Burnett's a smart man. The guy knows his movie stuff. He's a very smart man, obviously. He's very knowledgeable, obviously, but like sometimes I question his opinions, obviously. Like, I remember I saw an episode he was bashing the sequels like crazy. Yeah, the sequels are terrible. I know. They're not great movies, obviously. But they're not as bad as Resurrection, Rob. Resurrection was a terrible movie, Rob. And yet he liked it. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a pretty good. He was praising it. I saw his video on his channel. He's praising it. I'm like, how? So you praise Resurrection and you trash J.J. Abrams and you trash the Star Wars sequels like that. Like I thought Force Awakens was terrible. I'm like, Rob, Force Awakens was better than Resurrections. Resurrections was terrible, man. It was a terrible movie, man. It was bad. Ivan, I liked it. And I'm saying, yeah, it's your own opinion. If you like it, you like it. I'm not gonna hate on you for liking it. But man, like Resurrections was a terrible movie, man. That was bad, man. I had a much better experience watching Last Jedi and Force Awakens than watching Resurrections. Resurrection was a terrible movie. There's a reason why it flopped. It was terrible, man. It was terrible, Rob. You know what I'm saying? It was terrible. Yeah, man. Don't hate me, Rob. It was terrible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was terrible. Yeah. Yeah. So that is my deal for Warner Bros. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Don't hate me, you know what I'm saying? Alrighty. Alright, and I hate it when you do that. Yeah, skip the video if you don't want to wait. And you guys better enjoy this fucking series while you can, because once I'm king, I'm peacing out with VJ, man. I'm gonna live the life with you, and I'm gonna live the life with VJ, and you're left behind. You're not saved. Yeah, man. You made me pay. You made me have a shitty price being with my wife. You're also gonna have a shitty price when I'm king. You're left behind. When I'm a famous movie star for Xanax and I'm a famous movie star for Matrix, I'm the one kicking ass. You see all those billboards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're going to be left behind. You're not going to be saved. I'm going to keep saying that. Alright, if you're saying you're not going to build a theory chain, I might perhaps build a theory chain, but I highly doubt it. Chances are I'm just going to stick to 4K Blu-ray on Amazon. 4K Blu-ray for Xanus. There's a good chance by the time Xanus gets released, you're looking at 8K Blu-ray. So if 8K Blu-ray comes up by then, I'll release Xanus in 8K Blu-ray for the world to buy exclusively on 8K Blu-ray. If 8K Blu-ray comes out in like 2027 or something like that, I'll release Xanus on 8K Blu-ray. If not, I'll release it on 4K Blu-ray. You get a good experience. Put money into a theater system. That way you get a good experience at home. There. Yeah. So that is my deal for Warner Bros. For the brand of for the rights of the Matrix brand. I'll give them a bit more. I'll keep you guys happy because I know I'm gonna make billions off this. I'll make my money back. I'll give you $2.2 billion, David, for the rights of the Matrix brand. But I want the Resurrection brand deleted, and I also want the Animatrix deleted too. That was terrible. I want Resurrection and the Animatrix movie deleted. the Animatrix movies was terrible. Delete the Animatrix, delete Resurrections, and delete all the merch that I'm not going to be selling. I am only going to sell posters and mugs for my sequel trilogy, and I'm only going to sell the original Matrix 3 movies on 4K Blu-ray only on Amazon. No retail stores or YouTube can sell the brand. Erase all that. Yeah, I would do that for you. Yeah, if you don't do this, I'm not going to give you $2.2 million in cash. There? Yeah. It's best that you own the whole property. That way Warner Bros. Does not screw you over. If you own the whole brand, you don't have to worry about Warner Bros. Screwing you over with the deals. You know what I'm saying? Because they might do a deal where I release the trilogy that comes with the three movies, and Warner Bros. They're gonna, because they own the rights of the original Matrix, they're gonna want a piece of that. And that's why just buy the rights for the whole thing. That way Warner Bros. Does not rip you off. But make sure they erase all the unnecessary things that you don't need. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? And I have to have the Wachowski sisters on board. That way I can tell that amazing story. Right, so I'm going to talk about Rad Brad for a good 10 minutes. And I'm going to delve more into the Matrix story. See what I'm saying? So for Rad Brad, if I end up starting the game division, obviously, for my company, obviously, I'll fly in Rad Brad and I'll sign him to a nice $40,000 deal. And I'll take him out to a nice dinner. And I'll have a small office for him and a nice game set for him, and that's where he will record and edit his videos. So he'll do the whole Zanus game. The Zanus game will probably be a good 12, 13, 14, 15-hour game. Have him record for a good 3.5 weeks around there in Vancouver, and I'll have him stay in a nice suite. I can afford it. I'll pay out of my pocket. You can have him stay in a nice suite for a good 3.5 weeks, and I'll pay for his feeding, obviously, and I'll have him work for a good 3.5 weeks. And once he gets his check, he will go back home and all his walkthrough videos will be featured on my website for the world to watch. You're looking at crazy buzz. You're going to see Rad Brad. Yeah, I'm excited to cover this game. You know what I'm saying? He might take a picture of the Zanus game. I'm excited to cover this game. He won't mention Last of Us Zanus on his Twitter, but he might take a picture of the game, of the Zanus game. I can't wait to cover this game, and all his fans are going crazy. The whole world's going crazy. Oh my god, I can't wait to see Rad Brad's walkthrough. And the whole world's excited to see that Zanus walkthrough, obviously. And you're looking at even crazier buzz for the Matrix game. Because the Matrix game is cooler to see than the Zanus game. Because the Zanus game is a sword game, right? Amazing game, obviously, but it's not going to be as cool as Matrix. But the movie will beat out Matrix. The Zanus movie will beat out Matrix, guaranteed. Zanus is a masterpiece, man. It'll be very close, though. The Matrix movie will rival it. You're looking at something crazy. Zanus will have crazy buzz, but Matrix will also have crazy buzz because you have me as the one kicking ass. And you also have the scary agents, man. Me fighting all these creepy agents, yeah. Ivan, you find the agents creepy? Yes, agents are very creepy. If I was in the Matrix and I saw an agent, I'd run my ass off, man. They're fucking creepy. All the times when Keanu Reeves is about to face the agents, I'm like, Keanu Reeves, what are you doing? Get out of there. And Keanu Reeves stays there. He's fucking crazy, yeah, man. Because Keanu Reeves the one, he knows he can kick their ass. He's obviously not afraid of the agents. Because he knows he can kick their ass. Morpheus, too. Morpheus is not afraid of the agents either. As well as Trinity. Trinity's not afraid of agents either, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's my note for Rad Brad. I'll sign Brad to a nice $40,000 contract to do the walkthrough of my Zanus game, and then for the Matrix game, I'll give him a raise. I'll pay him $80,000. And he can still do his YouTube thing, obviously. But he might tell me, Ivan, can I just work for you full time? Like, my whole YouTube thing feels worthless and meaningless, man. Like, my career feels meaningless without you, Ivan. Like, even though I'm excited to do all these games, they're nothing compared to your games. Because you have me in the game, you have VJ in the game, you have the Unreal Engine 5 technology. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, those other game companies can't afford to make games for $400 million, man. It's too expensive. They'll lose money. As most games do like $300, $200, $400 million in sales. But I can afford to put $450 million because I have the keys. I'll make my billions back. Because for my game, you're looking at a good 300 million plus people buying it, man. I'm still gonna make, me and VJ are still gonna make our nice $20 billion, $18 billion for the game. We won't make as much as the movie, but we're gonna make, because not everyone around the world will play the games, obviously. But they're gonna. Hence why you hire a walkthrough guy. That way, the people who don't want to, all you guys around the world who don't play games or who don't feel like paying $80 for a game, or who can't afford it, or who can't afford to pay $600, $700 for a PS6, you can watch Rabbids walk you for free on my website. You know what I'm saying, and you get the whole gaming experience. Yeah, something cool. Yeah, man. So that is my deal for Brad. For Brad, his name is Brad something. I forget his name. His name is Brad, right? Brad is his YouTube code name, right? But his name is Brad. That's how much I'm willing to pay Brad for my walkthroughs. If he gets greedy and he wants $1 million, I'm like, Brad, I'm not going to pay $1 million. You'll rip me off. $40,000 is good enough. $40,000 is good enough for the game. Are you gonna hook me up with a free game? Yeah, Rabbit. I'll hook you up with free copies of the game. I'm gonna release my games most likely exclusively on PS6. That way it's unique. I'm not a fan of Xbox. I'm not a fan of PC. I'll release Xenos and Matrix exclusively on PS6. That way it's unique, obviously. I'll release it exclusively on PS6, and I'll give Rabbit a free copy of the game. Because he's gonna want to play it at home, obviously. Because Rabbit loves playing games. However, am I getting a free copy? Is after I do this walkthrough, I want to play more of this at home. Yeah, Rabbit. I'll hook you up with a free copy of the game. I'll hook him up with a free copy of the game. I'll hook him up with a free copy of the game, which is nice, obviously. I can even create my own console. I can create my own console even better than PS6 if I want to. I can put like a good $500 million investment into an unheard of console. But I'm not going to do that. I'll just release it. It's just more work. I'm just going to release it exclusively. I'm just going to release it on PS6. It's easier that way. I'm not going to create a console. No, it's crazy. Just release it on PS6 or PS6, Xbox, and PC, or exclusively on PS6. But I'm going to put Unreal Engine 5 technology into my game. And you're looking at an unheard of amazing experience. Yeah, man. Remember that scene? Go watch the beginning of the Matrix Awakens game. Remember that scene in the beginning? Yeah, think of a game like that, man. That's something unheard of. Yeah, man. Ivan, like, can you please hire me for your Matrix walkthrough, please? You know what I'm saying? I really want to play that game. Yeah, Brad, don't worry about it. I'll resign you. Thank you, Ivan. I really want to play that game. Because Brad remembers the experience when he played the Matrix Awakens game. He wants to play that game so bad. You know, Ivan, please, man, don't worry about it, Brad. Don't worry about it, Brad. I'll resign you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Ivan, because he wants to be saved. And he had the best time of his life. While he was making those videos, the whole world's watching that. They're all going crazy about my game. Yeah, his career feels like it's worth a lot because he's part of the buzz. He's doing a walkthrough of my game, and he's getting that gaming experience, Unreal Engine 5 gaming experience from my Matrix games and Zane's game, and the whole world's tuning into that. You feel on top of the world. It's an amazing feeling. He knows when he goes back home and he does his YouTube thing. Yeah, he has a bit more fans. You know what I'm saying? All these big games are coming out. But once he does my movie, he's never going to be the same. He's going to be famous. And what? He's oh, man. Like, even though it's fun doing these games on my channel, it's nothing compared to doing Ivan's game. Doing a walkthrough for Ivan's game. That's an unheard of experience. Yeah, it's an unheard of experience. Yeah, man. It's an unheard of experience. Yeah, man. Zara? It's an unheard of experience. It's an unheard of experience. Yeah. So enough about Rabbit. So let me talk about that. That is my deal for Warner Bros. $2.2 billion, David, for the rights of your Matrix brand. That is my deal. If you don't like my deal, if Warner Bros. If Warner Bros. Gets greedy and they want 2.5, 3 of my guys, my final offer is $2.2 million. I'm not going to let you rip me off, man. Your brand is not worth $2.5 million. If your Matrix Resurrection movie was a hit and it did $1 billion, you can make a case for $2.5 million, obviously. But because your brand flopped and the movie did $200 million, it lost money. It is not worth $2.5 billion. It's worth about $2 billion, $1.9 million. I'm nice enough to give you $2.2 million. It's a good deal. $2.2 million in cash for the rights of your whole brand. But I need to get the Wachowski sisters on board, and you have to erase the Resurrection movie from the face of the map. I don't want it sold anywhere worldwide. And I also want you, on the 3 Matrix original movies can only be sold on Amazon on 4K Blu-ray. All DVD, Blu-ray movies for the original trilogy is gone, erased. It cannot be sold on YouTube anymore, and it cannot be sold at retail stores. And all the merch, all the merch for toys, t-shirts, all stuff, I want that all erased. I'm not going to sell toys and t-shirts. I'm only going to sell the posters, mugs, and the 3 original Matrix movies on 4K Blu-ray only on Amazon. That and then I'll sell my sequels on Amazon on 4K Blu-ray, and I'll also sell my merch on Amazon on 4K Blu-ray. You know what I'm saying? On my website. You know what I'm saying? The moment I purchase rights off the Matrix, the 3 Matrix original, I also want the Animatrix movies erased too. Ivan, you want that erased too? Yes, that movie was terrible. It was a boring, terrible movie. I want you to erase Resurrection and the Animatrix. I don't want that a part of my canon. It's not really a part of canon, but guys, I do not want to sell that movie. I saw that movie. It was terrible. Delete the Animatrix movie and delete Resurrections. Delete it, obviously. It's no longer sold anywhere. I'm only going to sell the original 3 movies on 4K Blu-ray on Amazon or 8K Blu-ray on Amazon on my website. And the posters and mugs I'm going to sell on Amazon. Maybe the glasses, and that's it. Everything else, erase it. Okay, I won't do that for you. Yeah, if you don't do this, guys, I'm not going to give you $2.2 million for the rights for the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to see that amazing story told with me, the one kicking ass, fighting all these creepy agents, and you're not going to see that amazing Unreal Engine 5 game experience for my 3 games, and the Rabbids walkthrough. You're not going to see that. The Matrix walkthrough if you don't do this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Put Warner Bros. In the pickle. I'm a genius. Look, man. Either way, guys, I have nothing to lose. If you don't want to sell the rights off for your Matrix brand, you'll never see this story told. And what? As you guys can't fix your Resurrection mess, obviously. You can't fix we can't fix that. You can't fix it. You're not going to see the story told, and I'll just make the Great Escape, and you're missing out on your $2.2 billion. See what I'm saying? Oh, Ivan, this is a deal. Yeah, I gave you a good deal. Guys. Yeah. So I want Resurrection erased. I also want the Animatrix movie erased. That movie was terrible. Ivan, we can't do that. Yes, you can, guys. This has never been done before, Ivan. Look, man, I want the Animatrix erased. That was terrible. That was also a terrible movie. The movie was terrible, and I want you to erase the Resurrection movie. I don't want those movies a part of my trilogy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it a part of my trilogy. It's on my calendar.